you're a thug. This store is run by a bunch of thugs. I can't wait to get through these damn questions and get this out of here.
Because it's never really up to the artist. It's always up to the people.
It's always up to the people.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It don't matter how nice you think you are.
Yeah.
We don't think you nice. You know what I'm saying?
What do you guys have planned next for ComeThru Tulsa?
Stay tuned.
Yo, what is up with you guys? It is your boy Jay, and we are back with another episode, another great week for you guys with Everybody Hates Jabber. We got local legends today on the pod. We got ComeThru Tulsa with us today on the pod, and man, I could not be more excited for you guys joining us today. Thank you guys so much. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves, tell the guys who you are and what you do.
My name is Jaynah, Jaynah Maynah on Instagram. I'm pretty much just the right-hand woman of ComeThru Tulsa.
There you go.
Just whatever I can do, I do.
Yeah.
That's right. That's young sis right there.
Okay.
I'm Spence. And, we representing ComeThru Tulsa today. I'm also a videographer outside of it. And, shoot, bro, that's what we do. We serve the town. You feel me?
For sure. And that's a true example of what y'all do too. Serve the town. Y'all are definitely putting on for the city of Tulsa in a way that no one else really is, and I appreciate that. I'm not from Tulsa myself.
Where you from, bro?
I'm actually from Kansas.
Kansas?
From Coffeyville, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody knows Coffeyville from Tulsa, so that's where I'm from. But it's good to like be able to come here because there's a lot of talent here in Tulsa, but there's really no one that's like putting it on the way that y'all do. You know what I mean? Like even myself, I try to do as much as I can here in Tulsa, but I'm not plugged in all the way, and I like to expand and kind of get out there and stuff. So it's good that there's somebody here that's just putting on for Tulsa as a local hub, not just with artists, but, a lot of other different things that y'all do as well. So
real quick, we got to salute to you though, bro, because we came in,
man.
You got the whole setup ready to go. You here by yourself.
Oh yeah, man, rocking it, bro.
Shout out to the grind, bro.
It.
I think that's a very professional of you to just already have everything ready to go, and you doing it by yourself, bro. Because we do pretty much everything by ourselves as well, as far as like the creative aspect of things, and we understand the time and effort that goes into it, bro.
Yeah.
So I could be the first if anybody haven't already tell you to say I appreciate you for providing us a platform to run our mouth.
Oh yeah. For sure.
And yeah, bro, salute to you. Real talk.
I appreciate that a lot, man. I really do. So were y'all both born and raised here in Tulsa?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where you from?
31st and Garnett.
East side.
Yeah. I used to live right off of like 41st and Garnett.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go to school here at all?
No, I literally just moved here probably a year and a half ago.
Are you tapped in with Muff Gang?
Yeah, so not like I know who they all are. Yeah. Yeah, they're all from Coffeyville and stuff.
Exactly.
That's not like my family or anything, but we've always been like our families, their families always been real close. You know what I mean? So
how does Coffeyville compare to Tulsa, like size wise?
Tiny.
Like,
there's like population 12,000 in Coffeyville.
So are you familiar with like Okmulgee or Beggs and Muskogee?
A little bit. Like my sister's dad is from Muskogee.
Okay.
So I know a little bit about that. And then just like going through Beggs and Okmulgee and stuff.
So does Coffeyville compare to like one of those, or is it more developed? Like y'all got a Walmart out that mug, or
there is a Walmart.
Okay, yeah.
But that's about it though.
Okay,
that's about it. They put a Walmart out there, like, and all the surrounding towns have to come to Coffeyville to go to that Walmart if they want to go to Walmart because there's really not another one out there. But that's about the only thing they got though. Walmart, and McDonald's.
Coffeyville from here?
Only like an hour 15.
About an hour 15.
Yeah,
okay,
it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So what makes Tulsa feel the most like home for y'all? I mean, besides being like born and raised here, what about Tulsa makes it feel like home?
My family's here.
Yeah.
My whole family's here.
Yeah.
Everybody we was raised with, been here all life. So
Right.
It's supposed to definitely feel like home.
Yeah.
I agree with her. Just a fam.
Yeah.
And then, us growing up here, so probably like for you, if you go to Walmart or, to the mall, you pretty popular, so you probably will, but you probably not going to bump into very many people.
Yeah, no.
It's like going to hold you up.
Yeah.
But here, no matter where we go, you go to Quick Trip, it's a good chance you're gonna bump into somebody that's gonna,
Yeah.
wanna
I
check
can
up
only
on
imagine,
you.
bro.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
there has been a couple of times where like someone will come into the mall because I work at the mall.
Okay.
So they'll come in there and they'll be like, "Hey, you got that podcast?"
Yeah.
I'll be about ready to shed a tear. Boy, I'll be like, "Yeah, that's me,
dope,
man."
bro.
I'll be like, "That's me."
And you only
Appreciate that.
like a year, less than a year in?
Yeah, it's be about a year next month.
Yeah, bro. Well, man, bro. I'm excited to see how far this goes, though, bro.
For sure, man.
Because I've already watched it. I showed Sis a couple of shots of it.
Yeah, clips and stuff.
I've already tuned into the Juke episode and the homie that be doing the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So, I'm pretty tapped in.
So how is being from Tulsa, how has that affected you guys' lives, do you think, like positively and negatively?
I mean, I'll go first and say that I feel like it's mostly had I can't say if it had a positive or a negative effect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I don't know, bro. It ain't had no negative effect. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like the few places I've been outside of Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
every place feels the same to me. So
Yeah.
I don't think it would be any different if we were anywhere else.
Yeah, I got you. Because, like, I know for me, like, coming from somewhere like Coffeyville, like, and it being such a small town and, like, everybody kind of just, like, everybody knows everybody and it just feels like nobody really wants you to win. You know what I mean? And not only that, but, like, it also just feels like such a small town that, like, nobody's doing anything for themselves. Everybody's going to work. You know what I mean? Like, which is nothing wrong with going to work. You know what I mean? But like, for the people that are like tired of punching that clock, and want to do something different, there's not really a whole lot of different avenues to look at. And even the people that do their own thing, it's still like a construction company or some type of like business in that aspect, So I think that was like one of the things that like kind of negatively impacted me as far as like, I didn't know that there was an avenue to do something else. I didn't think that was possible for me coming from somewhere that small type of thing,
I know what you're saying about like the, basically the crab in the bucket mentality being it from especially smaller cities.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say that I've ever experienced that, me being as a Tulsan, and even being just a spectator. I don't really feel like you get people who say that like nobody support me or you know what I'm saying, but really it really just be that I think people be expecting faster results than really what they work ethic allows. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think that it be that the town don't support, because the town definitely support in my experience, and I know I support. So I don't be knowing exactly who people be talking about when they say that. But yeah, bro, I would say that Tulsa got a very supportive people.
Yeah, I agree with that too myself, because like I said, like there's way more people that support me out here than there is people from home. You know what I mean? Like there's way more people that reach out to me and tell me like, keep going, bro. I fuck with it, bro. I'll be watching. Than there is like people back home. Like the only time people back home is whenever they see me, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, don't you be doing that little podcast, bro?" Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen it, bro. I'll be like, I appreciate it, bro.
I mean, but you taking yourself serious is also a thing that I would say would make the town take you serious, because bro, this ain't no lightweight setup. You feel me? Like, I'm running numbers on everything right now. Yeah, bro, you must really believe in it. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely something that like I don't know, because I never really know what I was going to do. You know what I mean? It's always just been like, what am I going to do? I never really been that good at basketball. You know what I'm saying? I could rap a little bit, but I never really could make a song. You know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't never really do none of that stuff, And I never really had, like, I never wanted to work construction or do something like that. So it's like, what can I do? So I feel like I finally found something that, like, I can do. You know what I mean? I can excel at and be amongst, you know what I'm saying, a category of people that, or an elite, if you will. So
yeah. That's tight.
So from your perspective, what is the music scene like out here in Tulsa?
Well, before we started doing this, I didn't know really much about the music scene in Tulsa, but I'm loving so many artists here. It's ComeThru Tulsa. It's just showing me that we ain't far behind what we like. Even just seeing how June do. Like, I know we got it here in Tulsa. I see it. I do.
Who's some of the artists you like?
I know I like Jaynah. I like some Neighborhood Barbie.
Yeah.
I like a lot of them.
Yeah. I'm still kind of learning more of the artists and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna say. You said what?
I was gonna, even though Neighborhood Barbie not from Tulsa, but
okay.
just some
Yeah, right. Yeah, I wasn't really plugged in like that, into like the local scene, and so now I'm starting to like hear a lot more rappers. I know some of my favorites, of course, June. June, honestly, is one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
Period. Like, not from Tulsa, like, period. I listen to his stuff a lot, I really wish he would start coming out. I'm waiting for him to start coming out with some more stuff. That way I got some new stuff to bang. But, like, literally, besides like Drake, he's probably, like, one of my next played artists, that I'm normally listening to. But I do like Juke stuff. I'm kind of into that, like, different kind of sound, He's got, like, that melodic sound that sounds dope, but can still, like, you can ride to, you know what I mean?
For sure, Juke's got a very industry sound.
Y'all put me on him. Too Fat. I'd never heard of any of his stuff, but that Come Through that they did, that shit hit, bro. That shit went dumb. I listened to that shit like 5 times. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah. That's
and
one
like
of my
the energy
favorite
they
things
brought
to
too.
hear people say, bro, is that we put somebody on.
Yeah,
because that's what it's all about.
That's
bro.
what it's about for y'all. Yeah,
For
sure.
Yeah.
What's the music scene like for you here? Who's some of your favorites?
Well, the music scene is very vibrant, meaning like there's a lot of music coming out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, a lot of artists. I love it. I think that my only complaint would be that, how do I say this? I love that it's so many artists in the town, but I also understand it's like it's hard to distinguish the difference between people who's serious and people who just doing it like as a hobby.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got like in basketball, you got people who go to these certain type of sessions because they really like trying to go to college or overseas or to the NBA. And then you got like Vasa. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the gathering place.
Right.
But being that like music in Tulsa doesn't really have that difference, it's like you don't know who's serious. So one thing I noticed we do a lot of is we just pretty much support anybody who want to do it. But I wish that I'm almost hoping that Come Thru Tulsa can become more of okay, these are the people who really trying to take it to the next level, not necessarily people who just like feel like rapping today. And that's cool though, you know what I'm saying? I'll never shoot that down because I'm one of those people. I'll fit the criteria of a person who not serious, who just love to see themselves on camera and hear their voice on the beat. I'm one of those people.
Right.
But I do think that it's kind of important for us to distinguish the difference of the people who really like, I'm really trying to go to the next level. I'm not just like, I'm really, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, that's one thing I would say about the town's music is that it's just like so many people who just want to do it today. But don't really care to go nowhere with it.
And I agree with that too. That's one of the things that I have kind of struggled with, with the podcast is like having people on that like actually have something serious to talk about. I don't like. There's a lot of people that reach out to me and be like, "Oh, you need to get me on the podcast." And then like you go and like you do a little bit of research and like it takes 3 seconds to do research because there's nothing there. They have no type of story to tell. Like and it's not that like some people they just don't have that. Like they have a story and they're just they don't care to tell it. But hopefully one day I can get to that point. But those people also aren't reaching out to what I'm saying, put me on the pod. You know what I mean? Like, so that's like one of the things that I definitely struggle with is finding guests that like are actually doing something and something that, like are serious and something to talk about, which I do have some episodes sometimes where there's nothing to talk about, we're just bullshitting around, shooting the shit, just having a good time.
That'll be cool too though,
Yeah, and those be fun, but like, again, like those are going to be like with my friends, what I mean?
Facts.
Like type thing. So I that's one of the things that I definitely struggle with for sure too.
Yeah.
Who are some of the bigger artists like coming from Tulsa that you think that like people may not necessarily know about or still are kind of a little bit unknown?
Well, one that a lot of people ain't been put on yet is my fiance.
Okay.
Her name is Tiffany. She go by T Raw. She got an album about to drop. And just
I looked at her face and I was like, okay, wait. I thought you was being for real. I'm like, okay.
Nah, she ain't got no tape. But Jaynah, who you think is hot?
I mean, like even that people know about, but just hasn't really like got that level of like big notoriety. Like we got like a few artists that are kind of bigger, Juke, and people like that. But maybe like okay,
yeah.
I think I've heard that name before.
Yeah, OTSJ Huncho. Yep. Yep.
For sure.
KO, man. You gotta come on. The hottest youngin. Jediah. Oh, we gotta say Jediah 2 times. Jediah, nice, bro.
Really?
I actually bumped Jediah. That's why I'll be putting on so hard for him, because I actually listen. You know, you got people whose name you hear a lot, or they just got a popular record that people will just say because they hear their name often. But I actually bumped Jediah. You know what I'm saying? I actually listen to his songs. So that's why I mess with him. But
so what do you think it will take, like, for someone to Tulsa to like make it to that next level? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think it would take for that?
Assuming make it to the next level means pretty much replicate what June has done, which is basically get signed. What do I think it would take for an artist to get signed? Shoot, bro, I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know, first of all, you just gotta have music that people want to listen to. Yeah. If nobody's listening to the music, or your image isn't something that's like attractive enough for people to consistently tune into, then it's probably not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think what it's gonna take is for people to just keep making music until we find something that we like. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because it's never really up to the artist. It's always up to the people.
It's always up to the people.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It don't matter how nice you think you are. If we don't think you nice. You know what I'm saying? If we don't think you nice, then you're not nice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I think a lot of people fail to realize that too. A lot of people think they nice and like they're really just not nice. Like you listen to it and you like, this just ain't it, man.
It probably ain't, bro.
It is not it.
If Jaynah or Tiff don't like it,
that just ain't
no
it.
matter how much I like it. They
Yeah.
ain't like it. They the regular people that listen to regular music. They not the ones that's
really be tapped into.
If a regular person don't be like, who is that? We'll type that in. If they don't want to listen to it, then shoot, bro, you got to keep trying, figure something out.
And one thing about it too is y'all need to stop telling y'all homies that really ain't it that they it. You know, because if you a homie, you gonna tell your homie like, look, bro, this ain't it. I had one of my homies reach out to me one time, and he was like, hey, bro, go give this a listen to me and tell me what you think. I went and listened to it. It was ass. You know, I didn't tell him. I didn't say, hey, bro, that shit ass. But I did tell him. I said, honestly, bro, like this one, I probably wouldn't listen to this, you know, again, you know, like I think you should try something a little bit different, you know, because it was just like, I think he was like yelling or trying to sing or something. I can't remember what it was. And he was like, oh yeah, I was just trying something new here, bro, but I appreciate it. And I was just like, oof, don't try that again.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. It is tough.
So where did
I was gonna say, if somebody's music is garbage, is what you gonna say? Yeah. It's not for me.
You're not gonna tell him. You're gonna be like, man, that shit ass is it? That's true, for sure, for sure. And you know that was a good lesson that someone taught me too about putting out content, because there would be times where I would I shoot a video. I used to do like vlogs and stuff before this. And I'd shoot a video and I think like, man, I really just didn't like this video. Like, I'm not going to put this out. And then he was like, bro, put it out, because you never know like who might like it. You know, you might not like it, but just because you don't like it may not, you know, don't mean that somebody else may not. I remember one of my best clips was a video that I thought like the quality on it was just boo-boo. And like I had a GoPro footage and it was just not good. Yeah. And it ended up going dang near viral, and I'm like, damn, like that's crazy,
bro. That's kind of how we've got about, you know, our podcast and just all the content that we produce is, even when it's kind of like, man, I ain't really feeling this, it's like, shoot, put that stuff out. Somebody the algorithm will find somebody who like it.
For sure.
Know what I'm saying?
For sure. So where did that love for music begin for y'all? Your dad? Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I agree. Pops put us on at a young age. We was in the womb listening to music.
Right.
I mean, yeah. You hear me?
Your microphone, is that thing red in the front, or is it? Hit it again. I think you may have accidentally touched it. There you go. Yeah. Now you're back in there. So Pops was the one that was listening to. What kind of music did he listen to? Was it like old school jams, or did he kind of listen to like the newer stuff too?
I would say he liked to say he started rap.
Oh, really?
He one of the founders.
Yeah, okay. So he used to rhyme and stuff too, huh?
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
Making beats and rapping, but the type of music that he would listen to and have us listening to was like a lot of short, E40.
Okay.
Shoot. Pimp. Bun. Shoot. Brother Lynch. Bro, all the classic like West Coast really.
Yeah.
We didn't grow up listening to Tupac or
I got you.
like Biggie or you know what I'm saying, East Coast rappers. It was all South and California when we was growing up.
Who were some of y'all favorite artists growing up?
My favorite growing up, Lil Wayne. On me, you know, Lil Wayne when he got on that, you know, any soundtrack music. So Midnight Club Dub Edition. Any artist on there,
hey, we probably know about bumping. The Midnight Club. You feel me? That shit used to
because that's where we got our music from. Soulja Boy was on the radio, and then when you played the video games, when you played NFL Street, whenever, like, you know,
got all the good stuff.
Get on Guitar Hero, like all that. That's what I was on. You know what I'm saying? Wrestling,
right?
Any artist that was involved in anything that I was just really tuned into as a kid. The skateboarding games. But dang, I went into a whole nother thing. My favorite, like Lil Wayne, probably was my number one.
Ja Rule was mine, bro.
Ja Rule?
Ja Rule used to go so hard to me,
For
bro.
Real?
For real. Ja Rule is my favorite rapper, bro. Like as a kid, this is like as a kid, so I'm probably like 5 or 6. Yes, bro. And like my aunt, she didn't really listen to a whole lot of like secular music, you know. Like we stayed in church and stuff, so like most of the time when we was in the car with her, like we was listening to Kirk Franklin or the Wayans, BB and CC Wayans or whatever, Wayans. And then my uncle, he's just like, he's riding solo. Like he's riding no music usually, you know what I mean? Just riding, just enjoying nature. You know what I mean? He's that type of guy. So I listened to Ja Rule was definitely one of my favorites.
Was y'all heavy on Nelly?
I like Nelly too.
Because I know Coffeyville is how far from St. Louis?
It's probably like 3 or 4 hours from St. Louis. Yeah, it's a good little drive.
Okay. Yeah. Who came out of Coffeyville? Like anybody real big, sports or entertainment wise?
Do you know that Corey Taylor?
From here?
Yeah. Or he lives here. Yeah, TU. Yeah. So he I don't know if he was born in Coffeyville, but they used to live in Coffeyville.
Okay.
So before he came here, he lived in Coffeyville for a while. He's around my age.
Okay.
But man, I'm trying to think of, I know there's somebody, and I feel like I'm missing them. And if they see this, they're gonna be like, "Damn, bro, just completely forgot about me." But
I'm talking about like celebrities.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of. I mean, that's like one of the only people that I can think of that went even as far as he did. I don't think so.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think so. We've had a lot of people come through there.
You gonna be the very first one.
I hope so, man. I hope so. There is another dude from Coffeyville that does like content creation and stuff, and he's pretty big now. He's probably got like 50K followers and 30K subscribers on YouTube and stuff. He does like thrifting and stuff like that. I've had him on it for an episode as well. But there's been a lot of people that have came through there, like through the college, that CCC, Coffeyville Community College.
Okay.
So like Brandon Jacobs, I think he played at CCC. He was a running back in the NFL for a while.
Okay.
Played for the Giants for most of his career.
Oh, wow.
The Gary Bushy or whatever, he's an actor. I think he went to CCC or something like that for a little bit. And
is that a pretty big college or something?
It's just a community college, but they've always had like a decent sports program. So like that whole area has kind of like a decent little JUCO sports. They Independence, like 30 minutes away, is where they did that Last Chance U. They did an episode there. You seen that Last Chance U on Netflix? No. It's like a Netflix series where they basically go and they go into like JUCO colleges that like are pretty good at sports and stuff, and they like show like the journeys of like a lot of the athletes that maybe were like a lot of these schools have a lot of D1 athletes that basically got kicked out of their school or had to go, drop down a level for whatever reason. And so it's like now it's like their last chance. Now they're back at a community college and, they have to try to work their way back up. So it's a pretty good little show. They've done like 4 or 5 seasons of it. It's pretty popular. But yeah, one of the years they did it was over in Independence.
Okay. That's dope.
So anyways, what were some of the classic songs that you remember growing up to? Like some of your favorite ones that you used to sing on repeat?
Bro, I mean, first one that come to my mind is calling the radio station 460-5105 4645. I forgot what it was, 105.3.
Yeah.
But used to call in, request that Soulja Boy song.
Really? You used to call in and request them though?
Oh,
I never called in and requested a song before.
Yes, bro.
Dang.
We used to call that mug, had a radio outside on loud, and just be in our little cubby doing the Soulja Boy dance. Man,
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
On me. Go all the way to the library just to watch YouTube videos, learn how to do the dance.
Yeah. I used to do that too. Go to the library to watch YouTube videos. Because I couldn't watch them at home. She would get mad at me. I got in trouble once. We was at a family reunion and they had a little computer in the hotel lobby. And I was watching Jeremiah Birthday Sex. And she must have came up over my shoulder, bro. And she said, "Birthday sex? What the hell you know about birthday sex? Boy, you don't need to be watching nothing about no birthday sex. Get off that computer." Boy, she about tore me up. If I would have been home, if we wouldn't have been on that family reunion, I probably would have got a whooping.
Yeah.
I probably would have got a whooping for that one.
Dang, bro, in Coffeeville?
Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
Oh, me. I was like 12 years old listening to Birthday Sex. That song used to be a hit, bro.
Yeah, Birthday Sex was pressure. But nah, bro, I don't know. Jaynah, what you remember?
Man, any of the songs they had like dances too.
Yeah.
Being put on the spot, you can't remember nothing.
Yeah,
right.
On me, but nah, I do remember a lot of good songs, but I can't think of no of them right now.
Yeah. So when did that kind of transition happen for you, kind of going from being, just Spencer to being King Spencer?
Well, that's the thing. My real name is Jaynah.
Okay.
That's who I am, obviously. You know what I'm saying? King Spencer is really just like an alias.
I got you.
A nickname that I made for myself.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Jaynah.
Okay,
you know
I got you.
Saying?
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, bro. I like probably when I first picked up a camera, I was like, shoot, and I'm gonna start going by King Spencer now.
Yeah.
It was really like on some what's the word? Like, shoot, bro, I ain't no capper. I'll keep it all the way a stack with you. Bro, I used to like struggle with I was very insecure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was very insecure. And events had happened in my life that really had kind of just made me really have to assess myself. And I noticed that like, shoot, bro, I need to be a more confident person. Yeah. And I just felt like the ultimate confidence was to go by King. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you tell somebody your name, it's go from being Jay to tell somebody that you King Jay.
King Jay?
Like, bro, that
does kind of sound a little bit more like, hey, I'm King Jay now.
You feel me? And I remember when I first started saying, like, my name King Spencer, one of my cousins was like, I'm never going to call you King Spencer. Oh my God, it's so funny now because he called me King Spence now.
Now he does.
But yeah, bro. I mean, it's all love though. You know, I don't ever tell nobody, it's King Spencer. Yeah, it's just Spence.
Call me what you want to call me. Yeah.
Yeah, but our dad's last name is Spencer. Okay, we the McKinneys though. Our other brothers and sisters is Spencer. Yeah, our other brother is a Givens, but our other two siblings are Spencers.
Gotcha.
So really we the bastard babies. But it's all green though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the only one that got the last name Alcox out of all my brothers and sisters.
For real?
Yeah.
You the married baby then?
No. I'm just the one that was I have like 5 sisters and like 3 brothers. Uh-huh. And so like I have like 2 sisters on my mom's side. They both got their dad's last names, and then I got my mom's last name. Yeah. And then all my sisters and brothers on my dad's last name. He was already married and was cheating on his wife with my mom, so they didn't give me their last name. Yeah, they didn't want me to have that. They're like, nah.
Did y'all all grow up in the same house?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What was it like growing up in a house away from your other brothers and sisters? How many siblings did you grow up with versus
Man, so like I said, I had 5 sisters and 3 brothers. I grew up with 2 sisters for like the first few years of my life. My mom ended up going to prison and stuff. She was like battled with addiction and stuff, with drugs and stuff. So she went to prison. We went to live with my aunt. And then it was one of my sisters went to live with her dad. So really it was just me and my one sister.
How old was this separation?
My sister, the oldest one that I lived with, is 2 years older than me now.
I'm talking about how old were you when your sister left to her dad's? And
I was 6.
Okay.
And she must have been like 10. I think she's
so
about
you
4
really
years. Don't really remember
feel it as much, or
not as much as she did.
Yeah.
We was just talking about that literally like 2 weeks ago too, just about like how she like was a little bit older, so she really remembers it, and that was like one thing that she really hates was the fact that her dad came and got her because she felt like she wanted to stay with her brother and sister and not she went down there and was pretty much the only child, so kind of sucked for her. She never really did get to grow up with us, but I forgot where I was even going with that, but yeah, it was just me and my older sister. She's like 2 years older than me. We were pretty much the only 2 that grew up together. But my aunt and uncle, they have 3 kids. So we grew up with them. Those are like my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Like really, those are like my brothers and sisters. And then like my 2 sisters, on my mom's side. And then I have one sister on my dad's side that I'm really close with. But the rest of them, they don't really mess with me, and I don't really mess with them.
Bro, I hate that story.
Yeah.
I mean, so if your cousins are the ones you grew up with from age 6 till like today, so Thanksgiving you going to your aunt's house type?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, bro. I mean, that's dope that you have family.
Yeah,
though,
we still got family, you know what I mean? So it sucks when you think about it, but, at this point now, I mean, I'm 26. I've gotten over it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just appreciative and grateful for having my aunt and uncle, you know what I mean? Because that's pretty much the main people that I remember being there for me anyway. So it just, it doesn't really feel no different to me. I think the only thing that feels different is going to my mom's, and seeing that kind of separation between, like, my aunt and uncle and how they live, and then going to my mom's and seeing how she still lives, it's kind of like, damn.
Yeah, but I understand, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
We got an older brother, and he's our half brother.
Okay.
So we grew up on and off with him, and the thing about that is like our big brother, for me, has always been like the superhero, like talking on the phone, hearing about stuff going on at school, new shoes. So like all my life, just my little brother was almost like a imaginary superhero character that I only got to talk to on the phone all the way up until I was probably like in high school. Middle school, he came and lived with us for like a year, but that was only for a year. And then high school, so whenever he moved in during high school, that's when we really got a chance to bond. Yeah. And that just made me think about like how important it is to grow with your siblings because, shoot, he was like a protector to a certain degree. He was a bully too.
Yeah,
but like people, like when I had a big brother, like I don't know, it just was different than me being the only. Because all my siblings are younger than me. Okay. So I almost kind of felt on my own in the world. Yeah. But when I'm at home, I got my family. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how my sis feel, but that's how I feel.
I've had him forever, so I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
Yeah.
And my little siblings too. So yeah.
And that's I'm right there with you. Like I got my older cousin, that's like my big brother, and then his older sister is like my big sister, and then I got they got another one that's younger, and so he's like my little brother, And same thing, like my older cousin, he was a bully. But he was a protector too. Like he always did karate and stuff, and he was real quiet. Like the most chill person you'll ever meet. Just so easygoing, and like sometimes people would want to test him. You know what I mean? But they found out quick, like he ain't the one, bro. Like I remember one day, this one dude, he kept messing with us, and it was one of his friends too. He kept messing with me and my sister Jessie. He kept messing with us, and my cousin Kiki told him like, "Hey, bro, stop messing with them. Right? You had enough, bro. Don't do it no more." Yeah. He walked away. They came back over there. He started messing with us again. He came back over there. He grabbed that dude, flipped him, put him in some little arm bar, flipped him over his shoulder on his back. Bro was on the ground. He ain't never messed with us again.
Try that no more,
He didn't mess with us again, bro.
That's how it go, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's how it go.
So what was it about being behind the camera that kind of interested you the most, you know, especially in a world where a lot of people would rather be in front of the camera, you know? What was it about being behind it?
How you get behind the camera?
First of all, I love being behind it. I do not like being in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I love being high, but I think that's just my creative side. I've always been a creative person. I like making stuff.
Right.
With my hands, you know.
I got you.
Like, it feels good being behind the camera, and he's teaching me everything he knows, so I get a head start on it, you know.
Yeah. Do you do like a lot of the editing and stuff too?
I'm doing a little bit. He's gonna start teaching me even more of that too. So a little bit. Of it.
There you go.
I mean, Photoshop, I do a lot of that.
Okay, yeah.
I went to school for that, so I'm pretty good at the Photoshop stuff.
Right.
But video editing is what I'm learning next now.
Yeah. How's that been going so far?
It's cool. It's fun. I'm liking it. I love this job. I love what we do.
Yeah,
I do.
I've grown to love it more because when I first started it, I hated it. It just seemed like such a foreign thing, and I'd like everything that I've pretty much learned has all just been self-taught, you know, on YouTube and stuff like that. So it just seemed like so long, and it would be like you put out a 10-minute video, you know, vlog, and it'd take me 6 days to edit it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dang, like. I've got to get better, you know, but over time, like you just kind of keep getting better and stuff. And now you can put it out, you know, a 10-minute vlog in 2 hours, you know, so.
That's how it works.
Yeah. What about you though? What kind of made you want to be behind the camera?
What made me want to get behind the camera is one summer. So I went to TCC and I used to tell my daddy, I'm going to be an accountant and I'm going to work in one of them tall buildings downtown. Yeah. And that's really what I believed. That's what I was going to school for. In pursuit of a degree to be an accountant, right? And I don't know why. It's just I like the way that I look. I felt like I would look in a suit with a briefcase. Yeah. I don't know. It was something about that was just my idea of going to school. But during that summer, my cousins were over down from Texas or whatever was going on. I don't remember, but we spent a lot of time together, and we started this thing called All My Buckies, which was like YouTube. Like you remember Dormtainment and bruh, come on now. What? Come on. I can't think of it, but it's like these YouTube groups that be like vlogging all the time.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. AMP or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but like
I assume and all them.
Something like Casanat, but not necessarily, because Kyle just sit in front of a camera for the most part, right?
Well, they have like a group too that they do like YouTube videos as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, like AMP is like there's like a bunch of them.
Yeah, so if they just like walking around the crib with a camera and just like going out and doing pranks and stuff like that, that's what we was on.
Got you.
And just in doing that, I ended up improving my camera quality, my editing quality, and then, you know, I make music. So I was also like shooting my own music videos and stuff. And then from there, it just
So you were shooting your own music videos?
Not necessarily, like it would be them shooting it, you know what I'm saying, and me editing it. But for the most part, shooting my own stuff. Yeah. And it just turned into people seeing Tulsa is pretty small, so I was doing it, and it was cheap, and I was like, can you do it for me? And I was like, all right, and then here we are today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What were kind of like those reactions like from like the first time you was doing it to like how they kind of, you know, do now? Because I know, like, I'm sure whenever back then, you know, people were probably like, I mean, yeah, I see what you're doing. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? But now people are probably like, yo, that last video you did was hot. Like, you know, what are those reactions like, you know, from the first compared to now?
I think that it's kind of always been the same reaction, bro. Because when I first got started, it wasn't. I think the only person I know was shooting music videos when I first started was DJ Code. Okay. And I was shooting. I want to say I was shooting music videos with the same camera he was shooting them with. Obviously, his videos look better, but he was servicing a different crowd than I was. I was servicing the young generation, people who just now starting to get some money to spend on a video. So the videos that I was giving to them was the best video that you could get in Tulsa.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And as I got better, I don't know if it's I'm wrong for saying this, but shoot, I feel like it's the truth. I've kind of always been like the standard of a music video since like my
I would agree with that
first or second year shooting music videos. Like, it's just now getting to the point within the last couple of years that I feel like there are people who provide a better music video than me in Tulsa.
Really?
But for the most part, I would say I've always been the standard.
Mm-hmm.
So I say that to say that it's never really been a time that people were more excited.
Yeah.
It's always been people just like, oh, shoot, I got a King Spence video. Like, this is hard. This is hard, bro. This is hard.
And even from me, like, being not even from Tulsa, like, I remember seeing King Spencer videos. How long have you been shooting videos for?
That's tight. But,
for real.
Videos for close to 10 years.
10 years? Yeah, because I feel like it has to have been maybe 5 or 6, 7 years ago that, like, I remember first starting to see, like, shot by King Spencer, shot by King Spencer. I couldn't tell you half the people that you shot, but I remember shot by King Spencer. Yeah. So I definitely feel like anybody that is like trying to get a video, like you're probably the number one person that like they're like, I want him to shoot my video. Like that's what's up. That's dope to be like one of those first, you know, like a pioneer of it, the game pretty much. But the only bad thing, do you feel like sometimes like whenever you're like one of the first people that do it, like you can kind of overlooked a little bit?
Shoot,
like I don't feel like that has pertained to you, obviously, because you're pretty fucking relevant. But like some of the other people, like I don't mean to like throw any names, but like you said that DJ Cole, I've never heard of him. You know what I mean?
Right, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I mean, I also say this, bro. Right now, I don't shoot a lot of music videos.
Yeah,
and that's not because I'm not good enough. It's because I don't. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's the same thing with anything. Like, you got people like, this would probably be a good example. You got people like Kevin Durant that's not MVP. Like, has he ever got an MVP?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure that KD has ever got an MVP, but it's not because he can't get one.
Yeah.
It's just that he just don't put forth the type of effort that would get him a MVP.
Yeah.
And I just kind of feel like it's the same thing with some of the older guys from the town, including myself right now. Like, I could shoot a lot of the videos. Yeah. Or I could create pricing or a platform that will allow me to be more notable. But I don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's not nobody else's fault but my own. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's just like something that you just kind of fallen out of love with as much, or you just got so much other stuff that you're trying to do? Or
I think we just redirecting the energy. Like, we still producing a lot of the videos, just in a different form. We're not doing music videos necessarily. Right. You know what I'm saying? We're not driving to people's houses no more. We got our own studio. Yeah. We servicing a ton of artists. We're giving a lot of artists the opportunity to be seen in a way that's very quality, very professional, very industry-like. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Has it been easier, like, being able to get more artists to come, like, do that now? Or was it, like, a little bit easier to get more artists whenever you're actually shooting a music video?
That's a good question, bro. I mean, my sis could tell you, bro, we are actually trying to get people to come. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We reach out to a lot of people, but it's never been hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. I wouldn't say it's hard. It's very, I mean, people know who I am. Yeah. So it's a matter of just kind of like I was saying at the beginning, weeding out the serious from the people that's just playing. Yeah. Like, there's no artist in Tulsa that I feel like I can't get. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Not because I'm lit, you know what I'm saying, but because, I've taken care of my relationships.
The work speaks for itself.
And the work is like, we the first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, I don't think it's hard though.
So speaking of that, and for both of you guys, like, talk about like the time and the work that it takes to like learn these skills to be able to do these things, because like a lot of times, I mean, like if you go back and look at your first video till now, like the professionalism is probably so much better. I mean, even for me, I know looking at my first vlog till now, like the professionalism, the world is like a different world, you know? So like talk about like how long it took to like actually possess those skills and learn them and stuff.
Well, I definitely think our quality has upgraded since our very first video that we've done in the process as well. And just us having a studio now, you could just see the innovation and the growth that we've been going through. But I feel like it's a challenge, but it's worth it.
It's worth it, yeah.
It's definitely worth it because it's giving us experiences that we're going to need in the future. And it's showing us what we're going to need to do in the future as well to be better and get more people in and help more people and whatever we need to do, you know.
For sure.
And we got an advantage because she's went to school. She, would you, like 2 years, 3 years, and certified. So it's dope to have my sister, and a partner that I could be like, hey, can you upload this stuff? Can you edit this stuff? Can you make this thumbnail? Can you
be able to offload some of that stuff?
Yeah, you know, and you know, I'll try to dump some stuff off on my fiance sometimes, but and she handles everything, but I just understand that I can't have her uploading videos. She gotta do some invoicing or something like that. But it's dope to have somebody like her who's already put the time in before we got started.
Yeah, and it's awesome to be able to use the stuff that I did in school.
Yeah, what made you want to do that stuff in school anyway?
Just since the day that I can remember putting a pencil on my hand, I've just been creative.
Oh, you like to draw and stuff?
I love it.
Really?
Anything with visualizing, especially fantasy type stuff. I just love bringing unreal things real. I mean, making unreal things real, you know, stuff like that. So it's a passion.
Do you do like just pencil type drawing or like painting and stuff too?
Pencil, painting, chalk, digital, like let that be Wacom pads or let that be Photoshop, Illustrator. Like I've made designs for shirts. I know how to do that whole process. I'm moving more into digital stuff. Like I started off with, you know, pencil, paper, stuff like that, but I'm moving into digial stuff.
She thinks she's an anime character.
Okay, if you were to be an anime character, what would your anime name be?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's
Takashi Jaynah.
That's crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to learn a little bit more about the culture before I do that. That's embarrass myself.
They call me like J Dino or something.
Like, That
should be crazy.
Might have to go watch the Boondocks if find something on there.
For real. Hey, that was that show. Boondocks. Did you watch a lot of that?
Boondocks.
I've seen probably every episode of Boondocks. That right there is a good show.
Why do I feel like they say that Boondocks isn't an anime? Have I heard that before?
I feel like it is.
I feel like it is too. I would say it's like a beginner's anime, you know, like it's not like super anime because I've like seen some animes that are just like a little bit different. But
difference in it to me.
What makes an anime?
That is true. What does? Yeah. Because it does have that anime look and like the way, especially like the fight scenes are definitely like anime style
like
and stuff.
Look at that and then look at any other anime. You can't really see no difference really.
Yeah,
it's all the same to me.
What other kind of animes you watch?
Airbender, I call that an anime too.
Really?
I would call that an anime too. I would.
I guess when you think about it, yeah, that's a good show too.
Love that one.
Avatar went hard.
I watched it like 8 times, really, front to back.
Yeah, on me.
Our whole family, we love that one.
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you something else about I was gonna say about drawing. I cannot draw for anything. Like, and I always respect the people. One of my best friends, like, he is just like the last person that you would think could draw, but like that dude can do some serious drawing and like he's never done it like serious. He just in his free time just be doodling around and like he makes some incredible stuff and like I would literally make a stick figure look bad.
Yeah.
No bullshit. I can't draw for nothing.
Yeah.
You just gotta, like anything, you just gotta keep going at it until you get better studying. You gotta study with art as well.
Yeah. Like what do you study when it comes to art?
Anatomy. There's oh man, my teacher would be mad at me. The way that things are placement.
Okay.
Like that's important.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. I could not even sit here and tell you everything that that would make you a good artist, because you could also not know any of this and be a good artist.
Yeah. Were you always kind of like naturally like good with a pen or something, like first time you picked it up?
You ever see people sell a painting that has a dot on the for $1 million?
That's true.
It's to the beholder at this point. So it's like it's artist, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. So what have been some of your who have been some of your favorite videos to shoot? Like what kind of artists or like the video specifically that you shot that have been some of your favorites?
Shoot, bro. Depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling good, everybody my favorite. Yeah. But if I'm like not in a good mental space, shoot, it's just work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got no favorites. You know what I'm saying? You got a favorite?
If I say my favorites, I say the people that's brung things in and made it creative instead of just doing one thing. Like we've had somebody bring in like a dresser, but made it look like a pew, so he'd be like a president. You know, like
9-5.
You know, yeah, he's done a lot of good stuff. He brought in like a chemistry set once.
Okay,
like that was really cool. It just makes a whole new experience.
Right,
you know?
right. Makes it a little bit more fun to shoot and stuff.
Yeah,
too,
especially since we shoot a lot of the same stuff. It is pretty cool to see something unique. See how creative people can get with nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But outside of Come Through, shoot, bro, I shot a music video with Nip Hustle. That was by far my favorite video.
What was that experience like?
Shoot, that was pretty crazy because, I'm a huge, because you don't know. But Nipsey Hussle is a big inspiration to me, you know what I'm saying? So
how did that come about?
Shoot, bro, it was a feature. Nipsey Hussle was a feature on an artist from Oklahoma City by the name of Skrilla.
Right.
And I shot all his music videos. Yeah. And shoot, bro, we was just out there. So we went out there and shot a music video with him. And, bro, that's pretty much how it came about. He just got a feature with him, and we just knocked down the video.
That's what's up, though. That's super dope.
That was crazy, bro.
That
was crazy. Very simple shoot, but it was just dope to be like.
Just be in the presence. Yeah.
I'm shooting right
now. I got Nipsey in my camera right now. Like, this is about to go crazy.
It's like a dream come true type stuff, bro.
What's one of those videos? Have you ever had one where you're like, man, I cannot wait for this shit to end? Because I done had some podcasts like that. I ain't gonna lie. I done had some episodes where I've been shooting and I'm just like, I can't wait to get through these damn questions and get this motherfucker up out of here.
Hey, I hope we ain't one of them, bro.
No, not this one. Nah, this one's gonna run. This one's running. We running this one.
At the door.
You said what?
There's someone at the door.
Someone's at the door?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I knew it was my wife stayed here once, and so you're not the people that own it. No. Okay. I'm sorry about the parking and stuff.
Yeah, you're all right.
Sorry.
You're all right. Thank you. Maybe so.
Maybe he thought his wife was here.
Maybe so. She ain't here, buddy. She ain't here. Just left. No, I'm just playing. Wow. But yeah, there's been some episodes where I've been like, damn, man, like this dude is just not it.
Nah, bro, I can't say there's been very many people that I'll just be feeling like. And even if, actually, I'm lying to you, bro. There's been a lot of people that I feel like that, but you would never know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a service, bro.
For sure.
I'll try to make sure I'm giving my best energy to anybody that I'm working with. Yeah. Even if I disagree with the message in their music, with their appearance, with their odor, with their whatever. You know what I'm saying? I try to give everybody the best because I know, they giving me their best.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's the least I could do. But, it's definitely people that I'll be like.
Yeah.
But you'll never know it.
Yeah. See, that's like, honestly, like, you'll never know, like, who I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do feel like the only reason why those people haven't been one of my favorites is because I felt like they haven't gave me their best, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of felt like they came on here and almost capped a little bit, you know what I mean? And just kind of, like, wouldn't really, like, own up to the shit, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay. Like,
but I also feel like it's our duty as a service. Like, we kind of for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like when you go to Walmart, you expect to be treated equally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of try to uphold that same standard.
Yeah.
So whether it's somebody that I really don't agree with or somebody who I do agree with, I try to treat everybody like what they call them, patrons. Is that the right term? Patron.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Patron. We all patrons, right?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So I know sometimes like some of these music videos, especially like in the field of like music that, you know what I'm saying, you shoot in with hip hop and stuff, like sometimes like you said, some of those messages aren't always the best, you know, and sometimes some of those things can get dangerous. Have you ever been in any dangerous situations while shooting a music video?
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
It's garbage too.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, what did you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think back on some of the situations I've been in my life, and I just be kind of grateful that, I'm still alive.
Still here and stuff.
Because you know, I can think of 2 times off the top of my head that I could have lost my life.
Yeah.
But I could think of 100 times that I could have lost my life.
Yeah.
If something would have happened, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah.
It's not like something like this where it's like, you know, just pure art. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We just creating.
Yeah.
It'd be different if we was in here talking bad about everybody,
Yeah.
name dropping,
Yeah.
dissing sets,
Right.
flipping people off, burning flags.
Just doing everything.
Like, I can't be surprised if this mug gets shot up.
Get shot up or
you know what I'm
something.
saying?
Yeah.
Or somebody want to return that energy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, bro, it's been a lot of situations just being a young videographer, trying to make some money and just trying to help other creators create.
Yeah.
And when I think back on it, that was their purest form. That was their truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really who they are. It wasn't like they was turning on a facade.
Right.
Most of those
Calling
people
up the homie like, hey, bro, he here, man. Come around the block in about 5 seconds and shoot it up. Make it look like I'm really out here.
Yeah, bro. Like, it ain't fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. But in retrospect, I understand that, like, I'm not too much interested in that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Putting yourself
I kind
in
of
that
know
position.
a little bit. I know too much now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be nearly 30 years old shooting music videos on somebody's hood. You know what I'm saying? While they disrespecting other people and just kind of expecting everything to be good.
Right.
And my little sister can't answer that question because she don't get to be put in those type of situations.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time it's like, you feel like every time it's been like a situation where you're like, this could be dangerous, you just.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But it ain't no situations like that no more.
Anymore.
Yeah,
right.
it ain't no situations like that anymore.
Yeah.
Right? But this is hip hop, bro. So really,
it could be like that anytime.
Every situation is like that.
Yeah.
But on a scale, we no longer getting near a 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, with hip hop, it's a lot of negative energy in hip hop, bro.
For sure.
It's a lot of negative spirits. A lot of people getting off their feelings and what they going through.
Yeah.
And people be going through some dark stuff. All people going through dark stuff, but not all people are expressing it
the way
in the form of music, like hip hop does.
Yeah.
So we deal with a lot of those type of spirits, but we don't go to those spirits in a rawest element on somebody's block in somebody's home.
For sure.
Now people got to come to our space,
Yeah.
and they got to feel our love.
Yeah.
They
got your spirit, your energy
feel
that's
me?
in the building and stuff.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
ain't as strong as it
Yeah.
is going to somebody with all they going on. You know what I'm saying, bro?
For sure.
But yeah, that ain't never going away. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? For as long as there's gonna be God, there's gonna be.
Yeah.
Well, I can't speak on what there's forever gonna be, but
I mean, you can
in
go
my
ahead and say it, man, because
in
I
my experience,
agree with you.
on this earth, as long as there's been God, there's been the devil.
There's
you know
been
what
the
I'm
devil,
saying?
for
So
sure.
I would predict that until Jesus comes, that's what it's gonna be like.
That's what it's gonna be like.
So it's just
Yeah.
just trying to find not necessarily find a balance, but create a safe space
Yeah.
for creators to come create and for us to survive.
Yeah.
Pay our rent, you know what I'm saying, take care of ourselves and our families.
Yeah.
And also help others, create art
Right.
that they appreciate.
So especially like now, or like you were just saying, with all those, dark stuff and, a lot of stuff that people are going through and they're putting that out in music, hip hop tends to get like this negative kind of impact, this negative connotation that like, oh, those are thugs, those are gangsters, those are whatever, you know what I'm saying, they may call you. So with you being like someone that is behind the camera, is that something that you deal with too? Like, or is that kind of just like something that the artists, well, I guess you do make music as well, but I'm sure your music probably isn't necessarily as dark as, some of that other stuff. So.
As dark, huh?
As dark as some of the
it's
other
probably
stuff.
kind of dark, but it ain't
You
as dark
gotta
as
have a
that.
little darkness now in the music. You gotta have a little darkness now. Unless you're just thinking about holy, holy is thou. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a little darkness in that thing.
But now you were saying that, what was you asking?
Like the negative connotation and stuff that it gets, associated with like being a gangster or a thug or whatever. How do you kind of navigate those comments and what do you say to that?
So you saying with hip hop getting a lot of negative press about it being like all gangsters involved, how does that like affect us?
Yeah. Or like how do you navigate those comments, Like what do you say to people that say those type of things?
That hip hop is just evil, basically.
Basically, yeah.
What you think about that, sis?
I don't think that's always the case. There's Christian hip hop.
Yeah.
And not all hip hop is just about killing, stealing, and destroying.
Yeah. You can pull it closer to you too, so you don't have to sit up. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I just feel like it's whoever's making the music. You know, I don't think all hip hop is that way.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I think even the stuff that is that way, like, I mean, that's just people, like you said, expressing how they feel. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like, that's just their truth. Like, I mean, and if you can't be mad at somebody for expressing their truth, you know what I mean? Especially in a way where, like, at the end of the day, like, some of these truths are forced upon us, you know what I mean? Like, especially, you know, people of color, you know, we've kind of been forced in those situations. Not to say that we can't get ourselves out, because there's always a way out. You always have a choice to want to do something different, you know what I mean? Just like you made a choice to pick up a camera and stuff instead of picking up a bag, you know what I'm saying? Or you made the choice to go to school, you know what I'm saying, instead of being out here on the street doing something else, you know, with a gun or something, you know? Like, there's always that choice, but at the end of the day, like, sometimes when you're just a product of your environment, and this is just some of the growing pains that you have to go through, you know? So I've always hated that, like, somebody can get that connotation, like, just from the music, you know?
Yeah.
Whenever they really, a lot of times, don't even be out here doing stuff. Like, they're just talking about the stuff that they see, the stuff that they may have been through in the past or something like that, you know? But at least they're trying to do something better now, you know what I mean? And shed light and awareness on, like, yo, this is what's going on in my section of where I'm from, you know what I mean? And this is how I decide to get these things off my chest, so. And
that's one of the things that I feel like a lot of hip-hop haters fail to realize is that you got people like Sexy Red.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, bro, the people choose who's going to be the next big thing. And Sexy Red, she didn't make Thuggin' With Her Rounds popular.
Yeah.
Girls was already doing that.
Yeah.
And when they heard Sexy Red say it, they related to it. And that's what's making her big. Yeah. Just like all of the evil music that's coming out, ain't no music popular that people didn't already kind of relate to. Yeah. Like, so Jay-Z and Tupac during that time that they were really taking off, talking about like how, you know, gang banging and drugs, and it was so many people already doing that stuff that they could relate to it. So people can say that hip hop is a negative thing, but it's just an expression of feeling and of self. And if people agree with it, people gonna gravitate toward it. Yeah. And if people are gravitating towards a lot of negative music, it's because people are feeling a lot of negative feelings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just feel like we gotta. People should do whatever they want to do, but I don't think that hip hop is just as simple as saying it's a negative thing. I feel like people are feeling negative, and when they express it, other people agree with it. And we just got to figure out how we can make people feel better, so that it ain't no space for the negative stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Some people are just always gonna have that, though. You know, like I got called a thug the other day at my job. Yeah, this guy came in. He brought some shoes for his granddaughter. They left, came back like 2 hours later. The shoes were beat, like super beat. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, they don't fit the same. Like they're both the same sizes, but they don't fit the same. One is way bigger than the other." I looked at them, they were the same size. I'm like, "Sir, like there's nothing I can do for you, you know what I mean? Like the shoes have already been worn, you know what I mean? Like we don't really accept returns, you know, only exchanges, and we can't do anything on this." Oh, he just lost it. He lost it, started cussing us out, and then started, "You're a fucking thug. This store is run by a bunch of thugs." And I'm like,
what I've learned,
I don't even run this store.
At retail is that they already had those shoes. They came to get a new pair, and then tried to return the old ones to get the money back.
Probably.
That's what I've seen so many different times.
These people be crazy. And I work at 10 Toes, so like a lot of people be coming in there on some crazy stuff.
And get mad because it didn't work. That's why they really mad.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
So now you guys are both kind of on this new path with ComeThru with Tulsa and stuff. So kind of like explain like how does something like ComeThru help benefit the community?
Do you see any benefits, sis?
I mean, there's not a lot of media platforms like ours, so that's already a benefit right there. Yeah, that we're giving Tulsa somewhere to do what they want to do.
I love that you called it a media platform, because y'all are a full-on media platform. Like, it's not just freestyles. Like, y'all have sports, y'all got music, y'all got podcasts, y'all got a lot of shit going on in there, and it's like a full-on hub with more to come. And I appreciate that. You know, there's nobody out here that has a full media hub, you know what I mean, like that in this area. So that's dope. Do y'all sponsor like other podcasts and stuff too? I thought so.
Yeah, we do. Nino, he's one of the OG. Nino is a podcast that we support and we produce. And there's more that we haven't had to, bro. Like it's just us two. Yeah, and we doing all that stuff that you just listed. So everything hasn't got the proper amount of attention that it's gonna get this year. But it's definitely been a lot of figuring out going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, bro, I think that what we do for the town is unique because we are one of a very affordable space for young and old creators, or older creators, to get quality material to publish on their platforms, and it really make people take you serious when you come through Tulsa, because shoot, bro, I'm 10 years in. I've worked with industry folk. I've been dibbling and dabbling for a little while. Right. And we teaching people. We giving, what I'm saying?
And it's all local. We're not talking about Beyonce and J. Cole and them. It's all just local.
Local. Do y'all plan to keep it local, or do you guys want to expand it, hopefully?
I mean, I feel like if we expand, it's still just going to be like the states around. I still don't feel like we're just going to make it where it's like about the famous people.
The mainstream.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
We've got enough lit people here that ain't getting enough spotlight because people too busy focusing on what's lit in Atlanta or Cali or whatever. Yeah. So nah, bro, I think it's already that space is already taken up by so many other platforms. Ain't very many platforms that's really focused on our own. Yeah. And I feel like we good for it. You know what I'm saying? We just need more people like ourselves, more platforms like ourselves to have the same vision. Yeah. And we'll benefit from that, a vision like that, but also so many people will benefit, so many artists will benefit from it and already are benefiting from it.
What's each of y'all's favorite like aspect of the ComeThru? Is it like the freestyles or the podcasts or the sports or?
I like us coming up with an idea and making it happen. Yeah. And seeing the outcome and like, wow, this came out better than we could have even expected it to. Yeah. And then other people loving it too. Right. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It's really cool.
I like a lot of the podcasts. I do like the podcast. I do like just listening to people and how they think.
Yeah, that's kind of what made me want to do this, bro. I'm really interested in like people and how they think. You know what I mean? Like just kind of because you sit there and you talk to someone long enough, you can kind of get an idea of what kind of person they are. You know what I mean? Just by conversation. So
it's interesting to see the type of stuff that people will say on camera.
That's facts.
It's fun to kind of just sit there and watch, like, wow.
Yeah. Y'all probably get a lot more crazy stuff than what I do, just like with, the type of people and the type of like crowd and the type of, they like that stuff. You know what I mean? Like they live crazier lives than a lot of the people that I have on. You know what I mean?
What type of people?
Just like the people that like, I will say for sure, like especially like a lot of like the girls and stuff that y'all be having on. That should be lit though, But like that's what
you should read the comments.
Oh man, I be trying to stay away from the comments because I know that they probably be crazy in there. Crazy. So like that one is definitely one that's like a lot of the crazier stuff right there. Like I'm sure they get on there and say a lot of crazy stuff.
People say very interesting things.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. And I'm trying to I want to get more into that as well. You know what I mean? Having those people, I don't want to just be like providing a place for just someone to come on here and just say whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying, is on their mind, you know what I mean? But like, also talk your shit though, you know what I mean? So
why not though? Why you don't want people to just get on here and say anything?
That's just not the space that I want to provide, you know what I mean? Like I want to provide a space where people like, they can learn, they can laugh, and they can have a good time. You know what I mean? Like I don't want one of the things that I used to listen to like a lot of No Jumper and stuff like that, and like I had to stop listening to it because
I heard you say that on one.
Yeah, there just wasn't really a lot that I was learning from it. You know what I mean? And I just felt like that's not the type of space that I want to provide. Is like a type of space where we've got some girl talking about slurping up 7 NBA players, you know what I mean? And like, that's craziness, you know what I mean? Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like if somebody were to come over here and say that, then like, I'm putting it out, you know what I mean? It's getting put out, but I'm not like going searching for those type of people. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel you, bro. I feel you.
For sure.
Sad to say, that's what a lot of people are looking for, though.
That is what a lot of people are looking for, though. And so you kind of got to play into a little bit of it, but also I do want to try to like keep my, you know what I'm saying, what I wanted the podcast to be, what I want it to be. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Yep,
I respect it, brother.
For sure.
I respect it.
So as we kind of get down here to the end of this episode here, man, what can we expect to see next from y'all, and what do you guys have planned next for Come Through Tulsa?
Stay tuned.
She said she hit you with the stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
That. Yeah, I like that. My answer to that would be, y'all check us out. Follow us on all platforms at Come Through Tulsa.
Yeah.
And go to our website and drop your email.
Bro, actually, we're not done because I have a whole thing that I completely just looked over.
Okay.
With the movies.
Yeah.
And the TV. Like, y'all have gotten into shooting, like, actual full films and stuff now, right? Like,
what you talking about? You know what it's called?
I don't. I can't remember what it's called. But I just seen something not that long ago that was shot by y'all. Mm-hmm. And I want to tune into it. I was going to ask y'all, like, because I try to look on, like, where it was like episode something. Mm-hmm. I don't remember what it was. I just remember exactly some dude was hitting the girl or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know what this is, but this looked like a Tubi classic. What is this? I'm like, what is this?
Oh my goodness.
Do y'all shoot that? Is that something that y'all have shot though?
Yeah. We shot that. That was actually an exclusive project that we did with an artist named Tay Marquay.
Okay.
He just dropped his EP. It had like. I'm not gonna say how many songs it had on there, but it had a few songs on there. Mm-hmm. And we just put together an idea to just like make a short for every song, but it's all one entire project. So,
got you.
Yeah, bro.
Is that something that y'all are trying to get into now? Is like kind of making more films and stuff?
I can't even say we trying to get into it. I'll just say that we in it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You feel me? That's something that we doing.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Like she say, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. Yeah. We got other stuff that's in the works, but yeah, bro. We just trying to put the spotlight on artists, bro.
Yeah.
Shoot, we done came up here and charged it up with you. Now we about to be trying to figure out what we can do with you.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's work, man. Let's work for sure.
Definitely been noticing how the black community is in anime, so finna be dropping an anime podcast soon too.
Nice. Okay. Man, and I respect that y'all are doing so much, as being, part of that community, the black community, because we just don't get enough recognition all the time, especially in these smaller towns like Tulsa, where it's kind of more of like a local place, like the world ain't really checking for Tulsa, you know what I mean? But y'all are still putting on for our community, you know what I mean? Like making a name for yourselves and making a name for Tulsa, and it's coming from people of color, you know what I mean? It's not taking, someone white, basically, to put us in a position, it's black people putting other black people in a position to succeed. And that's beautiful, you know what I mean? Because we don't have enough of that, And I kind of am always a little bit afraid of that too, when I'm reaching out to guests, like, are they going to want to fuck with me? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, maybe they just don't want to fuck with me because they like, nah, I see that nigga stuff. I ain't trying to be like him, you know what I'm saying? Or I ain't trying to be like that other nigga that was on his pod, you know what I mean? Like they don't want to work together. They don't want to collaborate, you know what I mean? But I will say that so far, like I haven't got that, It's always been something that I'm a little bit afraid of going to happen, but it hasn't happened, Everybody that like I've pretty much reached out, like y'all, like Juke, and other people, they've always been like the most respectful, the most cool. They came on, been some of my favorite episodes, bro. We sit here and chat. I know anytime. I think we're at like an hour 13. Anytime I get over an hour and there's still more to go, it's a great episode. You know what I mean? Like we chopping it. So
one thing I learned from this guy, I learned a lot of my, what would you call it, morals, I guess.
Yeah.
From him. It takes 9 no's to get 1 yes. So don't be scared of those no's. Just keep going.
Facts. Well, anyways, man, so you got a lot coming from you guys. Go ahead and shout out to the people where everybody can find you, where they can follow you and all that good stuff.
Come Through Tulsa on everything. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all of it.
Yeah.
We're doing all of it. And,
there you go.
Jaynah Maynah on Instagram.
That's
all I'll be on is Instagram. JAYNAH_MAYNAH.
Got you. And all those links will be in the description below as well. Drop your Instagram and all that.
Quick note.
Yes.
One time we was at church. I think we was like selling fireworks at a fireworks stand for our church, and we was all going around telling each other's nicknames. And for some reason, my sister had the audacity to say that my grandma used to call her Jaynah Maynah. That was her nickname. No, she said Janime is her nickname. I was like, that's not your nickname. My grandma didn't call you.
It's the only thing I ever
Grandma
had.
did call you that, but nobody else called her that.
Tay-Tay. That's it.
I just wanted to let that be clear, just in case somebody who believed her once upon a time. Her nickname is Jaynah Maynah now, but it never was Jaynah May. Okay, my grandma the only person who called her that. But anyways, my Instagram is King Spencer 100. But follow us everywhere on ComeThru Tulsa.
For sure.
And make sure y'all tap in with my boy Jabber. Jay in the house. This was fun. I really enjoyed it. Bro is dope. Bro's personality is amazing. I've watched about 2 episodes entirely.
Let's go.
Yes.
That's great for that watch time.
You know, people, and I think I commented. I don't know if you saw it. I feel like I commented, or I meant to comment, but I was watching it through Instagram, and it tried to make me do a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. But I'm going to make sure I comment on everything since I just spoke that out there. But yeah, bro, I really appreciate you reaching out to us and seeing value and having us on your platform.
For sure.
And bro, I just wish you the most success, bro. I hope you get $100 billion this year, bro.
Shoo, me and you both, man. $100 billion, run me out. Let's go.
And if you don't get $100 billion, I hope you at least get 100,000.
Hey, something.
Know what I'm saying, bro?
I'll take 100 about it. Just about 100 of anything. $100 if that's all it takes.
Salute, bro.
For sure. Well, we appreciate you guys for tuning in today, for watching, for subscribing. Till next week, till next time. Everybody hates Jabber. We out.